Ladies and gentlemen, everyone faces moments of doubt. Everyone has faced that cold, creeping feeling of uncertainty, the kind that questions everything you've worked for, every step you've taken. It tells you that you're not enough, that your dreams are too big, and that the obstacles in front of you are insurmountable. In those moments when you stare at the mountain of doubt that looms before you, it's easy to feel small, to feel powerless. But here's the truth you need to understand. Those doubts are not the enemy. They are the key to your transformation. They are a sign that you're about to break through to something greater. Doubt does not have to be something that holds you back. It can be the very thing that propels you forward. It's in those moments of doubt that your greatest breakthroughs happen. Those feelings of uncertainty are just temporary. What matters is what you do in the face of them. Do you allow those doubts to define your future, or do you use them as fuel to turn your dreams into reality? Here's the game-changing idea. Belief is the antidote to doubt. But belief isn't just something that magically appears. It is a muscle. It is something you must intentionally build, cultivate, and strengthen. The journey to belief isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong practice. And it all starts with the understanding that belief isn't passive. It's an action. It's a commitment. It's the choice to act as if you are already capable of overcoming any obstacle, no matter how great it may seem. So what does it mean to believe in yourself? Believing in yourself means showing up for yourself every day. It means choosing to take action even when you don't have all the answers. It means trusting that the path will reveal itself to you step by step. It means knowing that every setback, every obstacle, every failure is an opportunity to prove to yourself just how resilient you really are. Belief is not the absence of doubt. It is the decision to move forward despite it. The first step in building your belief is to recognize that your doubts do not define you. They are simply passing thoughts, fleeting emotions, and temporary states of mind. They are not permanent. But here's the truth. What you believe about yourself shapes your reality. The beliefs you hold about yourself determine the actions you take, and your actions in turn create your future. If you believe that you can't succeed, you'll never take the necessary steps to make success a reality. If you believe that you are not worthy of your dreams, then you'll never do the things necessary to bring them to fruition. But when you choose to believe in yourself, everything changes. Belief becomes the fuel that propels you toward your goals, even when the road seems unclear. It gives you the strength to keep going when others would quit. Belief is the foundation for every great achievement, every success, and every triumph. So how do you start building that belief? The process begins with a single step. It starts with deciding that you are worthy of success, worthy of your dreams, and capable of overcoming the obstacles in front of you. This decision is the foundation of your belief. It is the decision that despite the doubts, you are going to move forward. And once that decision is made, you will begin to notice the changes. You will start seeing opportunities that you didn't see before. You will start finding solutions to problems that once seemed impossible. The world starts to shift when you decide to believe. Belief alone is not enough. It's the first step, but it must be followed by action. Action is what brings your beliefs to life. It's the vehicle that takes your beliefs from the abstract into reality. Belief without action is just a thought, but belief coupled with action is the key to transformation. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's easy to sit back and say, I believe I can do this, but belief without action will get you nowhere. You must put in the work. You must take the steps, no matter how small they may seem. Even when doubt tells you that your efforts are insignificant, even when fear tries to paralyze you, you must take action. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Every step is a declaration that you believe in your ability to succeed. The journey to triumph is not a straight line. It's a winding road filled with setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. But here's the truth. Setbacks are not failures. They are opportunities. Every time you encounter a setback, you are given a chance to grow, to learn, and to strengthen your belief. Setbacks are not obstacles. They are stepping stones to success. Let's reframe failure for a moment. What if I told you that failure is not the end, but the beginning? Every failure is a lesson in disguise. Every time something doesn't work out the way you hoped, you are given the gift of insight. You learn more about yourself, about what works and what doesn't, and about what you're truly capable of. Failure teaches you resilience, grit, and perseverance. Qualities that are essential for achieving long-term success. The key to transforming setbacks into triumphs lies in your mindset. When you face a setback, you have a choice. You can let it define you, or you can use it to fuel your next move. The people who succeed aren't those who never fail. They are the ones who get back up every time they fall. They understand that failure is not something to fear. It is something to embrace. It is the natural byproduct of pushing your limits, of stepping outside your comfort zone, and of pursuing something that truly matters. If belief is the foundation of success, then mindset is the structure that supports it. Your mindset shapes your reality. Your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes dictate the choices you make and in turn determine the direction of your life. And here's the thing, you have the power to control your mindset. No one else can do that for you. You get to choose how you view your challenges, your setbacks, and your doubts. A positive, growth-oriented mindset is essential for transforming doubt into triumph. When you view every challenge as an opportunity to grow, every doubt as a stepping stone, and every failure as a lesson, you become unstoppable. The most successful people in the world are those who maintain a positive mindset, even in the face of adversity. They understand that success is not about avoiding challenges, it's about overcoming them, learning from them, and using them as stepping stones to greater success. At the beginning of any great journey, doubt often emerges as the first companion on the road to success. It's natural, it's part of the process. Every person who has achieved something extraordinary has had to face it. Doubt is a universal experience, one that connects all of us in our shared humanity. The difference between those who succeed and those that don't is how they choose to respond to it. When doubt arises, you can either give into it, letting it consume you and hold you back, or you can face it head on and turn it into an opportunity for growth. What separates the dreamers from the achievers is this. The achievers choose to see doubt as a signal for action, not a reason to stop. Think about it. Every time doubt enters your mind, it's often because you're about to step outside of your comfort zone. You're about to stretch beyond what you've known, beyond the limits of what you thought was possible. That's when doubt tries to show up to keep you small. But it's in those moments that your belief in yourself has the power to grow exponentially. The challenge then is not in avoiding doubt, it's in facing it, acknowledging it, and using it to fuel your belief. Every time you face a doubt, you have an opportunity to prove to yourself just how resilient you are, just how committed you are to your success. You get to say, yes, I'm afraid. Yes, I'm uncertain, but I choose to move forward anyway. That choice, that decision to believe in yourself despite the fear and doubt is what will carry you through to triumph. One of the most empowering realizations on the journey from doubt to triumph is this: the impossible is only impossible until you prove otherwise. People often look at their dreams and think, that's just too big. There's no way I can achieve that. But here's the thing, the bigger the dream, the greater the opportunity for growth. Greatness is born from the belief that there is no limit to what you can accomplish. The key is to understand that your current reality is not fixed, it's fluid. Your circumstances don't define who you are or what you can become. Your beliefs define your potential. If you believe that your dream is too big, then it will be. But if you believe that your dream is achievable, if you commit yourself to the process of making it happen, then you've already taken the most important step toward its realization. Belief is the bridge that connects the impossible to the possible. Here's the secret. You must first believe that it is possible before you can achieve it. You must see it, feel it, and live it in your mind before it becomes a reality. The world is full of people who have achieved the impossible, but they didn't do it by waiting for the right moment or for everything to fall into place. They did it by believing that no matter what the odds, they could make it happen. If belief is the foundation of triumph, then perseverance is the backbone that holds it up. Perseverance is what allows you to continue moving forward, even when everything around you tells you to stop. It's the quality that separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up too soon. And here's the truth. Success is not achieved by the person who never encounters obstacles. It's achieved by the person who keeps going despite them. Perseverance is a result of belief. When you truly believe that something is possible, you will find the strength to keep going, no matter how many times you fall, no matter how many roadblocks you hit. Each challenge, each failure, and each setback only serves to reinforce your belief. Perseverance turns temporary defeat into permanent success. It's the ability to keep moving even when the going gets tough. The beauty of perseverance is that it strengthens your belief. Every time you push through a difficult moment, your belief in yourself grows stronger. You start to see that there is nothing you cannot overcome. Obstacles become stepping stones. Challenges become opportunities. You begin to see that setbacks are just temporary detours on the path to your dreams. The more you persevere, the more you build your belief and in turn your ability to succeed. Success does not come to those who wait for the perfect conditions. It comes to those who take action regardless of the circumstances, those who see opportunities where others see problems. Every challenge you encounter is a chance to learn, to grow, and to deepen your belief in your own strength. The key is to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing obstacles as barriers, see them as opportunities to prove to yourself that you are capable of overcoming them. Here's the question. What do you do when faced with a challenge? Do you shrink away from it, or do you step up and meet it head on? The greatest achievers in the world are those who consistently choose to step up. They don't let fear or doubt hold them back. Instead, they embrace the challenge, knowing that on the other side of every obstacle lies a greater version of themselves. You must begin to reframe your thinking. Each obstacle is a stepping stone. Every time you overcome a challenge, you grow. You become stronger, wiser, and more confident. The obstacles you face today will be the foundation for the success you'll achieve tomorrow. When you adopt this mindset, you will find that nothing is impossible. You will see your dreams come into focus as you push through every challenge with unwavering belief. One of the most powerful qualities that belief can bring into your life is patience. Too often, we want instant results. We want success to come quickly, and when it doesn't, we start to question our abilities. But true success is a process. It is built over time, one step at a time, with unwavering belief and consistent action. Patience is not about waiting idly for things to happen. It's about trusting that every step you take is a step in the right direction. The process may be slow and the road may be long, but every effort you put in, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. When you are patient, you allow the time needed to grow, to learn, and to become the person capable of achieving your dreams. Success is not a destination, it is a journey. The most important step in turning doubt into triumph is taking full ownership of your belief. No one can believe in you more than you believe in yourself. Your belief is yours to shape, to nurture, and to strengthen. You have the power to determine what you believe, and in doing so, you determine what you are capable of achieving. It's easy to look to others for validation, to wait for someone else to believe in us before we believe in ourselves. But that's not how it works. True belief comes from within. It is the internal conviction that you are capable, worthy, and deserving of success. When you own your belief, nothing can stand in your way. Belief in yourself is powerful, but sometimes it can be difficult to stay on track without a system of accountability. Accountability acts as a mirror, reflecting your progress and keeping you focused on your goals. But here's the twist. Accountability doesn't just come from others, it starts with you. The first person you need to hold accountable is yourself. You have to make the decision to commit to your goals and follow through no matter what. This commitment doesn't happen because someone else is watching. It happens because you are determined to honor your word, to keep promises you make to yourself. True success comes from the ability to stay accountable to your own vision. However, having external accountability can further amplify your belief. When you share your goals with someone you trust, it creates an additional layer of responsibility. It's no longer just about what you're doing for yourself. It's about being held accountable to someone else, which can provide that extra push to stay consistent. Find a mentor, a coach, or a community that supports your vision, and together you'll hold each other accountable to make sure that belief turns into results. There's immense power in accountability partnerships, in knowing that someone is rooting for you and also holding you to your highest standards. But the strongest and most effective form of accountability is the one that comes from within, where you don't need anyone else to remind you of your goals because you are deeply aligned with them. When you start believing in your potential and pursuing your dreams, it's inevitable that you will face criticism. There will always be people who doubt you, people who try to bring you down, or those who tell you that your goals are unrealistic. Criticism is something everyone faces, whether you're trying to achieve greatness or just striving for personal growth. The key is understanding that criticism is not a reflection of your worth, and it does not define you. What others think of you is not as important as what you think of yourself. The opinions of others should never be allowed to drown out your belief in yourself. If anything, criticism is a sign that you're stepping outside of the norm, challenging the status quo and making moves towards something bigger. You're being noticed for your ambition, and that's a good thing. When someone criticizes your journey or your dreams, remind yourself that their opinions are just their own. They are not universal truths. The only opinion that truly matters is your own. Your belief in yourself should be stronger than anyone else's doubt. Use criticism as a reminder of your own resilience and let it fuel your determination to prove yourself right rather than proving others wrong. In fact, some of the most successful people in the world were criticized and doubted, but they didn't let it stop them. They used it as motivation, as proof that they were on the right track. Belief in your vision is far stronger than any fleeting comment or opinion. The louder the criticism, the more you should hold tight to your vision. You're not here to please others or follow their rules. You're here to achieve your dreams, and that will always require courage and resilience. Belief is not just a mental concept. It's a deeply ingrained part of your neural pathways. If you've been conditioned to doubt yourself, to focus on the limitations rather than the possibilities, it will take time and intentional effort to rewire your brain for belief. But here's the good news. You have the power to reprogram your mind. The brain is incredibly adaptable. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. This means that the more you feed your brain positive thoughts, empowering beliefs, and actions aligned with your goals, the more it will begin to believe in your potential. The key is to practice this every day. It starts with your daily habits. What you think about consistently shapes what you believe. If you continue to think about your doubts, about what you can't do, that will become your reality. But if you choose to focus on your strengths, your potential, and your ability to overcome challenges, you begin to shift your brain's patterns. Affirmations, visualization, and intentional focus on your goals are all powerful tools to help you rewire your brain for belief. It's not about pretending that everything is perfect. It's about affirming that despite the imperfections, you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Over time, your brain will start to recognize patterns of success and resilience. You'll find that it becomes easier to believe in yourself, to trust in your abilities, and to take actions aligned with your goals. You are in control of the beliefs you carry with you, and those beliefs shape your entire life. One of the most transformative qualities you can cultivate in your journey from doubt to triumph is persistence. Persistence is the secret ingredient that separates those who achieve their goals from those who don't. Persistence is the decision to keep going even when the road is rough, when the obstacles are high, and when everything seems stacked against you. Persistence is the unwavering commitment to your dreams regardless of the challenges you face. It's easy to give up when things aren't going well. It's easy to throw in the towel when you don't see immediate results. But success doesn't come from giving up. It comes from the ability to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Persistence is not about perfection, it's about progress. Every day that you continue to work toward your goal is a day that you're building momentum. Every challenge that you overcome is a victory. Every time you persist, you reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed. The more you push through, the stronger your belief becomes and the closer you get to your dreams. Persistence turns setbacks into opportunities and challenges into growth. The longer you persist, the more your resilience becomes your superpower. When you make the decision to never give up on yourself, you open the door to endless possibilities. You prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to, no matter how difficult or impossible it may seem. When you live with belief, you are not just moving toward your personal goals, you're living with purpose. Purpose adds depth to your belief and gives it direction. It aligns your actions with a vision that goes beyond immediate results and taps into a deeper sense of fulfillment. Living with purpose means that you are not simply working to achieve something for the sake of achievement. You are working because you are driven by a higher calling, a reason to believe in something bigger than yourself. Purpose fuels your belief in your capacity to make an impact, to create change, and to help others. Belief rooted in purpose is unstoppable. When your vision is aligned with a higher purpose, you are not easily swayed by obstacles or doubts. Purpose keeps you grounded and focused on the bigger picture. It reminds you that your journey isn't just about personal success, it's about the contribution you can make to the world. When you live with purpose, you inspire others to do the same. Your belief becomes a beacon that lights the way for others, creating a ripple effect of empowerment and transformation. Purpose is the compass that guides your belief, helping you stay on course even when the path is difficult to see. As you move through life, facing doubts and challenges, remember this: belief is the most powerful tool you have. It's the force that turns your dreams into reality, the fuel that propels you toward success. No matter where you are in your journey, no matter how insurmountable the obstacles may seem, your belief in yourself will be the difference between failure and triumph. Belief is not something that just happens. It is something you choose. It is a conscious decision to trust in your ability to overcome any challenge, to move forward despite doubt, and to keep going no matter how hard it gets. The more you choose belief, the more you build it, and as you build it, you will begin to see your life transform in ways you never thought possible. The future is yours. Your doubts are just a temporary feeling, but your belief in yourself can last forever. Take that belief and run with it. The world is waiting for you to turn your doubts into triumphs, and there's nothing stopping you from doing so. One of the most important principles in the journey from doubt to triumph is consistency. We live in a world that often celebrates instant results and quick fixes. Social media, advertisements, and even our own expectations have conditioned us to think that success should be fast. But here's the truth. Real success is not built overnight. It's a result of small, consistent actions taken over time. In the face of doubt, it's easy to get discouraged when we don't see immediate results. It's tempting to throw in the towel when progress seems slow. But here's where the magic happens. Every small step you take counts. Each decision to keep moving forward, no matter how small it may seem, builds momentum. Success is the accumulation of all those small efforts, compounded over time. Think about the smallest habit you've ever built. Whether it's writing every day, exercising, or taking time to reflect, when you start, it feels insignificant. But over time, those small actions start to add up. You get stronger, more skilled, and more confident. It's the same with belief. The more you consistently believe in yourself and take action, the stronger that belief becomes. The key to consistency is not perfection, it's persistence. Every time you show up for yourself, no matter how small the action, you're strengthening your belief. And as you continue to take small steps toward your goals, you'll start to see bigger results than you could have ever imagined. Remember, small wins are still wins. It's not about how fast you get there. It's about showing up every day, no matter how challenging, and continuing to believe that your journey is worth it. Procrastination is another enemy of belief. When doubt creeps in, it often brings with it a sense of overwhelm. The idea of the challenge ahead seems so daunting that we delay, telling ourselves, I'll do it later, or I'm not ready yet. But the truth is, you'll never feel fully ready. There will always be something else that seems more pressing, more urgent, or more comfortable to focus on. Procrastination is a result of fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of not being good enough. But it's also a sign that you've allowed the doubt to take control. Procrastination is a self-sabotaging habit that thrives on uncertainty and fear. The longer you let it linger, the more it chips away at your confidence and reinforces your doubts. Here's the trick, just start. The hardest part of any task is the beginning. Once you take that first step, momentum starts to build. The key is to remove the pressure of needing to have everything figured out and focus solely on taking that first small action, whether it's writing one sentence, making a single phone call, or doing just 5 minutes of work. The act of starting is what will break the cycle of procrastination. The first step is the most powerful. It shifts your mindset from one of inaction to one of progress. Even if you don't have all the answers, taking that initial step signals to yourself that you are capable and ready to move forward. And the more you take that first step, the easier it gets each time. One of the biggest barriers to building belief is self-criticism. Many people struggle with negative self-talk, berating themselves for not being further along or for not achieving success faster. This constant internal criticism drains your energy and undermines your self-belief. You cannot build belief by beating yourself up. Instead, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would extend to a friend who is struggling. Understand that building belief is a process. It's not about achieving perfection, it's about progress. Every mistake you make is a lesson. Every failure is an opportunity to grow. When you make a mistake, instead of criticizing yourself, ask, what can I learn from this? Embrace the lessons that come with setbacks. Self-compassion allows you to be kind to yourself, to acknowledge that you are human and that growth takes time. As you practice being kinder to yourself, your belief in your ability to succeed will grow stronger. Remember, you are worthy of your dreams, just as you are. Self-compassion is not about letting yourself off the hook. It's about giving yourself the space to grow without judgment. You are worthy of love, respect, and belief regardless of your current circumstances. The road to triumph is never smooth. Life has a way of throwing unexpected curveballs your way, and in those moments, it can be easy to give up on your goals. But it's in these difficult moments that your belief will be truly tested. Emotional resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, and it's a vital component of turning doubts into triumphs. Resilience doesn't mean never feeling bad or experiencing disappointment. It means not letting those feelings stop you. It means acknowledging your emotions, but not allowing them to control your actions. Emotional resilience is about building the strength to rise up every time you fall and to use those challenges as opportunities to become even stronger. The key to emotional resilience is perspective. When you face a setback, instead of thinking this is the end, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow and improve? Resilience comes from the understanding that every challenge is temporary and that you have the power to move through it. The more you practice resilience, the easier it becomes to bounce back from anything life throws your way. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for building belief, It's easy to focus on what you don't have, what you haven't achieved, or what's missing in your life. But when you shift your focus to what you have, your strengths, your progress, your opportunities, you begin to reinforce your belief in your own potential. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. And it's this mindset that allows you to move past doubt and into action. Every day, take time to reflect on the things you are grateful for. It could be your health, your relationships, the lessons you've learned, or the small steps of progress you've made. Gratitude creates an environment of positivity, and positive energy is the perfect breeding ground for belief. When you focus on the good, you attract more of it into your life. By practicing gratitude daily, you remind yourself of your worth and your progress. You reaffirm your belief that you are capable, that you are worthy of success, and that you are on the right path. Gratitude turns doubts into triumphs by shifting your focus to the abundance in your life. There will be times on your journey when you don't have all the answers. When the road is unclear and the future feels uncertain, it can be difficult to maintain your belief. Faith is the trust that even in the absence of answers, everything will work out in the end. Faith is not about knowing exactly how everything will unfold. It's about trusting that as long as you continue to take action, the universe will align with your efforts. Faith is the belief that there is something greater guiding you toward your purpose. It is the trust that even when things don't go as planned, it's all part of the greater plan. The power of faith is that it removes the burden of having to control everything. It allows you to surrender to the process, trusting that each step you take is leading you to where you need to be. Faith in yourself and the process frees you from the shackles of doubt. It helps you move forward with confidence even when the outcome is uncertain. The truth is, you have everything you need within you right now to turn your doubts into triumphs. The journey ahead may not be easy, and there will be moments when you question your ability to succeed. But remember this, your belief is more powerful than any obstacle, more unstoppable than any setback. So what will you do? Will you let doubt define you, or will you use it as the springboard for your greatest triumphs? The choice is yours. The moment you decide to believe in yourself and take that first step, the universe will meet you halfway. Your journey is only just beginning, and the world is waiting for you to rise. Your time is now. Don't let your doubt stand in the way of your greatness. Step into your belief, take action, and watch as your dreams unfold in ways you've never imagined. Are you ready to turn your doubts into triumphs? The power to transform your life is in your hands.